Look, I made this video because I want you to be successful, and I know that the average person is not going to share this information with you, and the average person isn't going to implement these 5 tips neither because they're average, and I want you to be great. I was 18 years old once, I dropped out of high school, and I started my career by selling shoes. That's where I got my start, and I didn't have the internet back then like you do. Here's what I'll tell you, which is what I tell my son and anyone else that comes to me for advice. Learning always happens in the real world, even after you're done with school. In life, you're always going to be learning. Whether you go to college after high school, whether you go work for someone, or whether you start up your own business. Whatever path you take, you will always be a learner. The key is to take that knowledge and actually implement it and execute. Join LinkedIn. While all of your friends are flexing over on the gram or on Snapchat, LinkedIn is the world's largest professional social network. It's also where you should be looking to build your professional presence online. Because here's what happens in the real world. When someone looks you up, they're gonna go on Google and they're gonna type in your name and they're gonna see all the stupid things that you posted on Instagram or over on TikTok. LinkedIn, however, is where professionals are hanging out. So make sure you join LinkedIn, and as a bonus tip, join groups. If you want to work in marketing, join marketing groups. If you want to work in hospitality, join hospitality groups. But the point I'm trying to make here is by being on LinkedIn, you're putting yourself so much further ahead than all of your friends that are ignoring it. Next is experience. You're fresh out of high school, and besides working a summer job or two, you probably don't have a lot of experience to put on your LinkedIn profile. But guess what? That's okay. You can go to the local chamber of commerce or trade associations in your own city where you live and volunteer. Volunteer at their events, volunteer at their conferences. If there's any conferences coming to town, volunteer. And guess what? If there's any concerts coming into town, things that are fun that you can get involved in and give your time for free. When you're giving your time, what you're getting in return is experience. Then you can take that experience, put it on LinkedIn, and when someone asks you, what do you do or what experience do you have, you can tell them, I've done A, B, and C. Start building your brand. Your brand is a valuable asset because once again, when people look you up on the internet, they are going to learn everything about you and judge you within just a couple of seconds based on what they see. So if you're posting photos on Instagram or Facebook or posting content on TikTok that you really don't want to affect you long term, you need to start thinking right now about deleting old content and start replacing that content with what you want to be known by. So do an assessment of what are you passionate about. If you like to write, write more. There's sites like LinkedIn, once again, or medium.com that you can write on. If you're passionate about creating content and you want to have a daily journal or a vlog about your life, use YouTube. But the point is to start building a brand now at a young age. Think about your brand as an investment. So the more people that you meet by networking online, the more people that see your content, over time, people are going to associate that brand of you as having value. That value you can translate into money in the business world. Have you ever wondered how you can work with celebrities or influencers or even work for high-profile brands in fashion and music? Well, let me tell you how you can growth hack your way to make that happen. First of all, get yourself a camera and learn how to take photos and shoot video, as well as edit, because those are valuable skills that people like myself are constantly looking for. The next is go to Instagram, create a list. Who are the top 12 brands that you want to work for? Who are the celebrities that you want to work for? And be persistent. You have to persistently message these individuals and offer to give them value. Whether it's working with someone like myself, taking photos when I'm in New York, or doing behind the scenes video content when I'm at a conference, offer value up front of what you can do for them. It can be as simple as running their social media account on Twitter or on Instagram just so they have content. But more importantly, you can't give up. If they don't respond to you once, reach out again over and over. But every single time that you're reaching out, make sure that you're stating up front what you are willing to do for them for free. If I was you, what I would do is I would start up a marketing agency. specifically around youth marketing. So you can teach people like myself and brands what it is that people your age want from the brands that they follow. There's a big market in youth marketing waiting to be tapped into. My recommendation would be to start off by approaching businesses and other agencies in the city or community where you live and offer to work for them for anywhere from $12 an hour to $15 an hour. You can do anything from taking photos, writing social media posts, or just sitting down and consulting on what the youth of today wants. The next is Lyft or Uber. You can get paid just to drive your car and network with people. And while you're driving around your community, do an inventory of garage sales and also of thrift shops. You can go to these garage sales and thrift shops and buy household goods or collectibles and then flip them for quick cash on Facebook Marketplace or on eBay. And by the way, I have a ton of videos here on my YouTube channel, also on Instagram at CarlosGill83 to help you become a better marketer on Instagram and Snapchat. Let's get it.